Hodgenville. Who up? We're in the land of Lincoln, but today it's the land of Ozzy Parker and his 2006 130-pound state championship match. Ozzy, thank you for being here today, man.
Thank you.
Ozzy made the trip down from Louisville today. I made the trip to Hodgenville. You guys have going to see some other LaRue County Hawks, their championship videos today, but we're going to start off with Ozzy. We're going in reverse. We're going youngest to oldest today. You know, little dig at everybody else today. So Ozzy, you're at LaRue County. When do you start wrestling? Do you start in elementary school? You start middle school? How does wrestling find you?
I started out wrestling 7th grade.
Okay.
I used to play basketball.
Go ahead, keep talking.
And
drop the paper.
You know, it was the AAU team, and
right.
You know, I played one game, and I was like, you know, I'm better than this, and I was like, what can I do to, you know, win something for myself? You know,
right.
Not only just a team. So I was always cool with like the guys that play baseball or whatnot, and I think it was Evan Smith and Patrick Banks, and there was another guy, and they was like, you should just come out and try it, you know. I was like, okay. So I came out, and you know, I liked it. My first exhibition match, I think I lost.
It happens.
I locked my hands 4 times, 3 times or 4 times, but they disqualified me. Yeah. And my second match, I remember I wrestled Harrison Courtney, I believe. Yeah. And at the time, he was a 7th or a 5th grader, and I was a 7th grader, so that was my only win.
Yep.
But,
now, just kind of stop you. Harrison, don't feel bad for Harrison. He goes on to be a 4-time state champion, and you're probably going to see him a few videos later. Just something to look out for. So, you know, you never know who you're going to wrestle. You never know how they're going to turn up. So you can always say you hold a win over
Yes,
Harrison. I'm just kidding, Harrison. You know, we love you. You get to middle school, you're wrestling. Do you see yourself like do you want to make it like a career out of it? Do you want to be a 4-year varsity letterman for LaRue County, or was it just something you thought maybe I'll try this? And when did it get in your blood? Let me ask you that question. When did wrestling get in your blood?
My cousin, he wrestled. I believe he was a part of the 2001 State Duels Championship team.
Okay.
And, you know, I just seen, like, I always wanted to, you know, be great in every sport that I played. So
I got you.
When I got to the 8th grade, I believe I got third. I got third at the state in middle school. And I believe I lost to Kellen Ashworth from Rao. But after that, I was like, you know, I was standing on the platform and whatnot, and I was like, man, this is nice. So
I feel you.
So I'd say 8th grade is really when I started taking this really serious. Well, it's my 2nd year, so.
Yeah. Now, when you wrestled, it was just regions and then the state. I didn't look it up, but I'm sure you probably won the region 2 or 3 times at least, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought so. 2005, you 125 pounds. You make it to the finals, you come up just a little bit short.
Yeah. Derek Scott, I had to say he's one of the top 5 best wrestlers in Kentucky.
Yeah, just a little bit short. You were under the lights. You got to, instead of being on the podium on the top spot, you're 1 spot removed, like you said, in 8th grade. I know going into your senior year, you had to be like, I'm winning it, right? There's nobody going to take it from me. This is my weight class. 130 pounds in 2006 is going to be my year, right? Do you remember your record by chance?
I believe I ended my season 53-2.
53-2. That's a good record. But as always, I'll drop the bracket a second ago. We're going to go through it. You get to the state tournament. Now, of course, it's a 32-man bracket instead of the 16 like it was before. But you're 32-man. First match, first round, you wrestle Roscoe Garland from McCreary Central. You win that by a fall in 1 minute 46 seconds. Do you have any recollection of that?
Well, I knew it was a 4 seed. Really, at the beginning of the tournament in 2005 season, I wasn't really feeling too good. And I didn't never tell anyone besides Coach Canner. But, you know, he put up a fight. As you can see, he about made it out of the first round.
Yeah. And I don't know Roscoe, but it's good that you have that much memory. You get to the Second round, you wrestle Zach Polton from Seneca. You win that by a major decision, 19-8. That's a lot of points. 19 points is a lot in a wrestling match.
Yes, sir.
So that's a pretty good amount of points. You get to the quarterfinals. You wrestle Marcus Coleman from Caldwell County. Marcus ended up coming in 7th that year. You win that by decision 7-1. You get to the semifinals, and you meet up with Brandon Howard. Now, think about Brandon Howard. Brandon Howard, friend of mine, Sheldon Clark. In 2005, you're wrestling a great wrestler here. Brandon placed second in 2005. He got beat by Jacob Martin from Lawrence County, ended up being 3-time. And, of course, you win this match, a decision 5-3, but Brandon ends up coming back and gets 3rd this year. We get to the finals. You're wrestling Brian Peace from Ryle. Now, had you wrestled Brian before?
No, sir. I've always seen him around, him and Kellen and Cal Rochelle. You know, they kind of stuck together. They had a good wrestling squad.
Yeah, Rochelle, I think he won Most Outstanding Wrestler this year, if I'm not mistaken. 2006. It was 2005, 2006. I think Kyle wins Most Outstanding Wrestler.
2005, I believe it was.
Okay. And then, of course, you meet him in the finals. Now, we're not going to tell you what happens. When we started putting out the state championship review videos, Ozzy reached out and he was like, do you have the 2006 year? Do you have 2006? Do you have 2006? And at the time, didn't have it. It was not in the archive. I had 2004, 2005. I know that doesn't help. I had a second place match. I told him, like, hey, man, I've got your second place match. But he done some digging on his own. He was able to get the video. Kind of walk us through the story of getting that video, because what you had to go through is what, finding your video, let me say it like that, is what some people are, they don't have a copy of it. I don't have a copy of it. It's not in the archive. So kind of walk people through what you done. That way they may want to take the same path.
All of our matches were, recorded VHS, at VHS tapes.
Right.
So we always had a cameraman, the JV would usually take care of that. I just kind of reached out to my coach's son and said a couple of things to him, and he kind of found it, recovered it for me, and he put it in motion. I'm not sure how he converted it over from VHS to digital or whatnot. So.
Me and you were showing our age. You said VH1 instead of VHS, so you know what's going on there. But that's a good path to follow. Most people should have kept their VHS tapes. I have a converter. If we do a state championship video, if you have yours, get up with me. We'll convert it there on site and we'll give you a copy of it. But thing about social media, Ozzy reached out to me. I knew Ozzy just from watching him. I was at this 2006 state championship. I don't think we'd ever met outside of that, but got together here today doing the video. Social media, when used properly, makes the world smaller, and it can make the world a better place. So just something to think about if you can't find your video. Maybe somebody that filmed, like a parent or a coach. Like I said, maybe JV people had it, or the school may even have a copy of it. But it can be used. Social media can be used for good. Now, enough of us ranting. Ozzy brought some hardware, and he's going to show it off. Ozzy, let's get this hardware and look at it.
Okay.
Now, of course, when you wrestle, you win a lot of medals. You keep a lot of medals, and Ozzy's brought his out. So, Ozzy, we're going to start off with this medal. Tell us the story about this one.
This medal, I've kept this. Well, I've tried to keep all of my medals, but this medal here is my 3rd place medal in middle school. So this was the actual first year that I started wrestling, and really started taking it serious.
Oh yeah, it's cool to keep.
So,
now this one, you tell me off camera, it's got a cool story to it.
Yeah, this is I suffered my 2nd loss of my career with this medal. Our coach, he always took us to the hardest tournaments. So, the competition to get us ready for the state duels and state tournaments. So, we went to Cleveland Heights, I believe, or it was somewhere in the middle of Ohio. And I wrestled a national ranked wrestler. He was pretty good. He went on to win the most valuable wrestler. He beat me 6-4. I wish I knew that guy's name. He was pretty cool. So, that goes behind this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Then This you was telling me the story about this one.
This medal, this is where I suffered my first loss. It's Father Ryan. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Father Ryan, but it's a pretty good wrestling program in Tennessee. They have a lot of prep schools and invitationals, as you could tell, and it's a big tournament. So I lost to a kid named Nick Bundy, who went on to wrestle for Army, and I believe he did pretty good at 141 for 4 years straight. So
that's pretty cool.
Yes.
And this is a 2004 Kentucky State Duels 3rd place medal. It's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. That was and back in like that time period, they didn't separate state duels from like large school, small school. It was just everybody, competing for one championship. Then 2005, we have a 3rd place medal. Mm-hmm. And this one's got a little bit different color. I'll let you tell the story on it.
Okay, this is our first place medal, state duels. Our second time for our school winning it. So this is a powerful piece to me. Means a lot to me. It was a great school year for wrestling. We got Woodford. I believe another team that was a good contender was South Oldham. So to be able to win as being a small school versus those bigger schools it says a lot. And
then the last one we're going to talk about is the KHSAA state championship medal or state runner-up medal from 2005. I know you still got that in the case all these years. It means a lot. Thank you for bringing those out. Thank you for showing them. Looking back on your medals, besides your state championship that we're getting ready to watch, do you have like a tournament, a match, anything that sticks out that you like? That you won, that you're just like, man, how did I pull that one out?
There's actually a lot. Every match my junior year at state, every match my senior year at state, every match was tough no matter how I beat the opponents. There's one guy I had wrestled before, I think his name was Zach Polton. I kind of just used the same thing with wrestling him. He's a good wrestler. I actually looked him up, and he actually went on to do good, in his junior and senior years. But every match was hard. We're going to talk about my senior year, but I went on to wrestle him. As Alex said, I beat him 19-8, and I was sick. I wasn't feeling good, but my coach says there's no excuses. So I had to take care of business. So I think next,
I've got the bracket. Hang on. You wrestled after Zach Colton. You wrestled Marcus Coleman from Caldwell County.
Yeah, Marcus. Some people said we kind of had like the same style a little bit, but I think I'm a little bit more unorthodox. But this match, I recall, I took him down. He got up, and after that, it was just a 2-1 match for a long time, and I finally put him in a cradle. And I got 5 points, and I just held on until, the buzzer.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to win, like you said, in unconventional way, as long as you get that W. All right, enough of us talking. We're gonna step over here to the big screen and watch this match. You ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
All right.
You guys are seeing what we're seeing, of course, and we're at the Farnham Dungeon Center under the lights. Now, this is, of course, your second time under the lights, 2005, 2006. What had you learned being there the first time, as opposed, like, okay, I know what to expect, I know, under the lights, I know the crowd noise. What is a couple little things that you was like, this is not going to overtake me this time. I know this feeling. Just kind of give us a little history on that real quick.
I never wrestled Brian Peace, but I knew, he was pretty good, but I wasn't feeling too good. But from the 2005 season, 2006, I believe, I just told myself, I know I got to win. I don't want to sound, big or, big-headed or not, but I knew I was going to win. I was going to make sure for sure I was going to win.
And Sometimes that's all it takes is knowing, right? Knowing's half the battle, as G.I. Joe would say. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
let's watch this. Let's do it. All right, boom, shake hands. Oop. You got tape on your wrist. What's going on there?
I can't remember what was going on.
There you go.
So
Got
I think
shot.
a lot of my.
Now this is filmed from the LaRue County fan section, so you're going to hear some cheering. So what's your go-to takedown right here?
Well, he actually had a game plan. He kept trying to tie up with me right there, as you can see. You know, I'm kind of taller than him, so
Right.
I like to keep my opponents away from me and set my shot up. So he
I'm
wouldn't
proud.
allow me to do that.
Yeah, you can tell that you're a little bit taller than him.
Yeah, so that was my first attempt, and I was like, okay, I got to reset it up and do it again.
It's on the head. There we go. Let's see. Now, when you're tied up, are you looking for a takedown, or are you just trying to look to get out, or what are we doing here?
Well, I'm really feeling his style. 'Cause I
Get that leg back. What are we doing?
I never watched him wrestle before, so I was like, hold on, let me feel his style out, and
Right.
I'll go from there.
Buddy, you're a magician right there. Nothing yet.
Yeah, I remember just stalling out. Well, not stalling out, but I was, stalemate.
All right, there we go.
He actually surprised me there with that takedown attempt.
Yeah, that was.
And here I'm still trying to get him away.
Yeah. There we go. There it is. 2. All right, now you got him broke down. You gonna try to ride him? You gonna try to take him back down? What we doing here?
Well, I seen the clock, so I was like, I'm at least get 2 points this first period,
Right.
and I was basically, like I said, I was sick, so I wasn't stalling. I was still working on something, but I knew the time was low.
All right, flip disc. You defer. Is that this automatic defer all the time? All
And I
right.
let coach make the call.
So he takes down. What's your go-to breakdown? What are we looking to do here?
I always chop, and I would always get the hands from the other side.
Right.
Kind of. But as you can tell, he
Ooh,
he had
Peterson
something.
roll, baby.
He had something nice up his sleeve for me. So I was surprised again with that.
And good job here by the referee not calling reversal, because just because somebody hits a Peterson doesn't always mean it's a reversal.
Yeah, that was a good call as well.
2 reversal. Uh-oh. So he's got reversed. What are we thinking?
Well, I said, I kind of gave it to him. I could have did. We was in the same position that we was whenever we had stalemate. So the refs, they were saying stuff to me. So I said, well, I'm gonna give him this takedown and make it look like he's working, or we're actually wrestling, because as you can see, he's talking. I can't remember what he said, but I was like, now I've got to get busy, and I've got to get up and do something.
Are we looking to stand up? Are we looking to switch? What are we looking to
There's
do?
an actual move that I used to use whenever he shoots that half real deep. I used to clamp down on their arm, and it's a 5-point move, and it's kind of like the Peterson, but we call it the Bernie roll. And
Okay, yeah.
Brent's Willen, he invented that move, I guess you could say.
Brents.
And I like to use it. It was actually one of my favorite moves.
There we go. Get chips away. Get you one.
See, he keeps trying to tie up and that.
Lift. There we go. 2.
I believe it may have been towards the end of the round at this point. I'm not sure. But I was trying to work something. There's a couple times I try to work something and he gets away.
There we go. We're
Which
out. I heard your fans in the background, Z, 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 Z. Anybody with like Z or X in their name, they always, like Xavier Manning won it in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Sheldon Clark fans are holding up the X.
Mm-hmm.
Like anybody with ends with Z, starts with Z, Z in the middle, you're going to be called Z pretty much, right?
Right.
We got a caution. What are we doing on the caution, Ozzy?
He said, my hands, I was moving too fast, so I was like, hold on, let me slow down. Because he's already called a caution, so I don't want to give him no points. This is, I'm in a terrible position, really, because I know the time's short. Again.
Oh, no point. Okay.
Well, I don't know if they gave him any points. Okay.
You're taking down.
All right.
So what's your go-to stand-up? What are we looking to do here? Off the whistle.
I just normally just left stand up, or just pop the hips. If he tries to lock, or anybody try to lock.
All right, go an optional start.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Get your one. So we're neutral.
Yeah, it was a good coaching call, I believe.
Oh, you're fast. Fast right there, man.
Not sure if we're in. That was a nice move right there. I like that. At this point, I can't breathe or anything right now. So, and he didn't stop. He wrestled.
He's come forward the whole match.
Mm-hmm.
Get that leg back.
And my coach, he got worried. I believe I was trying to block his leg, but I was telling coach I'm fine.
Okay.
But I think it's a couple points separating us at this point.
Now, it's late in the third period. Can you hear the fans cheering? Stalemate.
See, I was gonna swing him past and spin around, just to secure it, but I was like, as soon as I tried to work something, they called stalemate, or we was back on our feet.
Right. Oh, pushed him right into you. Felt like. All right, so he takes you down. He's gonna let you back up.
Mm-hmm. As you can tell, I kind of laid there a little bit. I was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I always keep the score in my head, so I was like, okay, I know where we're at, but at this point it's too close. So that's, as you can see, I probably could have put him on his back, but I was just wanting to be safe throughout this whole match.
There it is.
To secure the win.
Reversal.
But he doesn't stop. Some of these moves he done that no one's never been able to come close to doing. So
that's it.
Mm-hmm. I salute Brian Peace. This was awesome. The crowd was crazy.
That's, of course, everybody had the glow sticks. LaRue County always had those blue glow sticks. Mm-hmm. Everybody knew it. That's camera showing your fans here and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Down on the floor. Get your hand raised.
As you can tell, I got my head down there.
And you got fans, I love you, Ozzy Parker! Alright, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and stop it.
Mm-hmm.
So there it is. 2006 130-pound match with Ozzy Parker from LaRue County, his championship video. Now, Ozzy, I have to ask you, do you feel like you're done with wrestling?
Nah. I wanted to go to college, but unfortunately, I didn't make it. So, what I was wanting to say is, if there's any programs out there that need a head coach, a head coach or assistant coach, or any kind of help with your wrestling program, you can reach out to me at Ozzy Parker 303 at gmail.com. I love wrestling, so I want to see everyone, be great at this sport. It actually, in this sport, I'm not for sure, but you gotta have a high, IQ, to be able to do the type of things and think of how you're gonna. So I feel like I have that, and I just want to train and coach some champions as well. My coach, he did a great job at coaching me. Shout out to Coach Canner and the whole Canner family, the Hawks, the LaRue County Hawks, the fans. The support was awesome. So like I said, if anybody looking for a coach or any kind of help with your wrestling program, you can contact me or you can contact Alex as well.
Now, we'll put Ozzy's contact information and social media in the description below. His email, you guys just saw on the screen. Reach out to him. Now, Ozzy, you live in Louisville, correct?
True.
Okay, so anybody in the Louisville area, maybe a club team, youth team, maybe even some private lessons?
Yeah, it could be private lessons. Right now, I live in Louisville, but if you live in a county, say Trimble County, somewhere as far west or east, the love that I got for the sport, I would actually relocate, to come there.
Wow, that's awesome, man. So yeah, be sure to give Ozzy a call, hit him up on social media. We've messaged back and forth for a few months, very responsive to messages. You'll give a lot of emojis. No, I'm kidding. But just reach out to him, man. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you was able to say that on the video. That's all we got. Thank you again to Ozzy for making the trip, doing his video, and thank you to was it Caleb, right, that found your video?
Caleb Kenner.
Caleb for finding the video, sending it to us. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the first video of probably 3 or 4 today I'm doing in LaRue County, so I don't want to tell you. By the time you guys watch this, you'll see the below, but I don't want to spoil it right here because I've got some really good guys coming today to meet with us and do their video. That's all we got for now. We'll see you guys on the mats.